Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Well, yesterday was Ezekiel Chapter 14.
Sure as fuck was.
And in that chapter, God was basically dreaming about all the different ways that he could kill Israelites.
And in that episode, husband was responding to all those ways with every fiber of anger in his being.
I really was, because it's people read this book and they say their God is good. They say their God is the righteous, correct version of what humanity should be.
Right.
This God, this God, the God that they worship, is literally dreaming, listing off ways in which he might kill mass amounts of people.
And specifically, he's fine with killing off kids.
Right.
He specifically says that.
Yeah.
And animals, he's very excited about that. And he's like, let's do this thing.
Yeah, I'm not okay with a God that thinks that planning mass murder is a viable pastime.
Viable pastime.
I'm just saying, it just doesn't work for me at all.
I can't imagine why not.
Right. No, yeah. So to change subjects here for just a moment.
To something
we're
better.
gonna go with something better here for just a minute here.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the midst of our Patreon drive right now.
Yes, we are.
And we are trying to get to a $400 a month level where it'll allow us to do a lot of things that we need to do for our podcast. And we have had definitely some responses to it. So we really appreciate everybody that has come out to support us. And today we specifically want to call out somebody who's just got through their free trial and they have stayed on as a patron. So thank you, Bridget.
Thank you, Bridget.
Bridget signed up for Patreon and wanted to let us know that they really enjoy the Asimov Book Club, which I thought I'd bring up because I think at some point soon we're looking to get back to that.
We are. We are headed towards the end of our Jewish folklore.
Yeah.
And part of the reason that we quit the Asimov thing was because he was a sexist schmuck, but also because we were starting to catch up to where we were at in the Bible.
To be fair, he's also dead.
Right.
So, I mean, there's that.
There is.
Just saying.
Right. But it just seemed like a good idea to take a pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be pulling him back off the shelf and, dusting him off and probably prefacing each episode that we do with him that he's a sexist dead schmuck.
But the books themselves have a lot of good reference, or they're great material.
We've said before, there's no need to throw out the baby with the bathwater.
Right. Not to get off on a tangent here about Isaac Asimov book club, but this was more about thank you, Bridget.
Thank you so much, Bridget, and thank you for voicing what you would like to hear more of.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you, and we love hearing from you, and everybody.
And we can't wait to keep hearing from you.
Yeah.
And we love that you love us. So we definitely love our fans, and we love doing this for you. It is our pleasure, and you helping us do what we do just absolutely makes our day.
It does. It floors us every time we get to say something like this.
Yes, it does. That being said, are you ready to get into Ezekiel chapter 15?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. All right, we are going to jump into Ezekiel Chapter 15.
All right, Ezekiel Chapter 15.
Let's see what Easy K got to say to us today.
Let's do it.
The word of the Lord came to me.
Again?
Yeah. Every chapter.
It's every chapter.
All right, so this is God talking now.
Yeah.
Okay. Son of man.
Yeah, mere human.
You worm. How is the wood of a vine different from that of a branch from any of the trees in the forest?
Is that
rhetorical question?
I'm not sure.
Like, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would?
I mean, it's pliable, right? Like you can bend it.
It's bendy, like a bendy straw.
You can swing on it like Tarzan.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's strong.
It is strong, but so are trees.
Yeah.
So that's not necessarily
true.
different.
Okay.
And I would say I would definitely trust a tree a lot more than a vine.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just saying,
I would not swing on either.
I have swung on a tree vine before.
I believe you.
And it was really fun.
I bet it was for you.
It was.
Yeah. So is wood ever taken from it to make anything useful?
I don't know. A swing.
Okay, but
I guess it's not taken from it.
Grapevines, I think is what they're talking about here.
All right.
Do they make pegs from it to hang things on?
I'm going to go with no, probably.
And after it is thrown on the fire as fuel and the fire burns both ends and charges the middle, is it then useful for anything?
It's charred.
So is it? No.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was not useful for anything when it was whole, how much less can it be made into something useful when the fire has burned it and it is charred?
Oh my God. So he's literally going, you see how useless you fucks are? You're so useless that when I char you, you're going to be that much more useless. For fuck's sake, I'm going to destroy the fuck out of you.
You are so worthless. You are garbage. You are trash. And now I'm going to burn you like yesterday's fish sandwich.
They love telling these people how much God, apparently, whoever the fuck wrote this, whatever the fuck this is, love telling other human beings how much they fucking suck and how hard and how bad and how much they're gonna die.
But you know what really, really sucks about this is not just that the person that wrote this loves telling them how much they suck. What really is sad about this is how much the people on the receiving end love and swallow that message. Like they internalize, I do suck.
But okay, I'm gonna push back on that just a little bit because like I feel like when I have been to church, right? And you're sitting there listening to the pastor or preacher or whoever talk to you about whatever you're learning that day, right? It's usually some message that they have deemed appropriate to share with the group, right?
The congregation.
The congregation, yeah. And there's usually a message in it that they will teach you what that message is after they get done reading the section, right? So most people that I have ever known it feels like they don't really even listen to the part that's read about the Bible, right?
Yeah, they just want the lesson part.
They want the lesson part.
Yeah.
They want the part that their pastor or preacher or whatever tells them at the end and says, this is what you're supposed to take from that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so by doing so, it allows everybody who is going to church to cherry pick.
Right.
Whatever their pastor, preacher, whatever person tells them, that is what the gospel is. You know?
Right. I was referring more to the fact that when this was first all put together, like the people that were listening to this were like, we do suck. We are mere humans. We are worms.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And God is great and we are trash.
Okay.
And it's like, I'm sad that you really feel that way about yourself. Like, self-esteem is hard, you know, self-love, finding a way to be happy in your own skin, right?
Right.
Finding a way to reconcile your flaws with your hopes and dreams and your regrets and your wishes to be a better person and all that, right?
Right.
It's hard to find that middle ground and just take care of you.
Yeah.
And this is like, you shouldn't because you suck.
Yeah.
And it's like, ouch.
Right. Yeah.
Like this, if I had grown up with this kind of message, like, trigger warning here, because I'm about to say something like dark and deep, but because of my mental health issues and the deep depressions that I have suffered prior to medication, if I had grown up listening to this kind of thing, I probably would not be here today.
Right.
Is what I'm getting from this. If you grew up
with somebody telling you that this is how you should feel about yourself.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
That you just are, that this is the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
Right.
Because the way that I am as a reader, I would internalize this. I would take this message to heart because I know that because that's how I am with everything that I get into, you know, with every message that I'm like, okay, I want to really understand what I'm reading. So I'm going to read this hard and close.
Yeah.
And I'm going to reflect on it. Like, that's just who I am. Right. So I know that if I grew up reading this and this was the message that I was receiving all the time, I would probably not be here today. And that makes me so sad. And it makes me wonder, like, how many people internalize this message?
Sure.
I'm here to tell you, you don't suck, y'all.
Right. Right.
You know?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Way off topic. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says.
Okay.
Some more.
Okay. So, yeah.
As I have given the wood of the vine among the trees of the forest as fuel for the fire, so will I treat the people living in Jerusalem. You know, you're a fucking worthless vine.
Yeah.
I'm going to burn your shit.
Right.
I will set my face against them, he repeats.
Okay.
Although they have come out of the fire will yet consume them. And when I set my face against them, you will know
that my name is the Lord.
I am the Lord. I will make the land desolate because they have been unfaithful, declares the sovereign Lord.
Okay.
The end.
Oh, that's the end. Okay.
You look so tired and put out over this.
Well, no, I mean, I knew that we were in for a little bit of a I assumed we were in for a little bit of a follow-up after that last chapter, right?
Yeah.
And that last chapter was so terrible.
Yeah. That
this was a bad chapter. I mean, like, you know, he's talking about killing Jerusalem again, right? And it's not a fun conversation, but it pales in comparison to the conversation he was having about how to kill all the people in the last chapter, right?
Right.
So I guess I'm just a little bit like, okay, here God's doing it again.
He's got his hate on for you some more.
And yes, I could go off and get very angry again, and I am very angry, but it would be the same words. It would be the same thing.
Tonight you're just tired.
I am a little bit tired tonight too. So I if I sound a little bit like kind of off, I apologize, guys.
No,
I don't know. I've had a long day, so
I don't feel like you're tired in general. That's not what I meant. And I mean, you are because you work hard.
You can see my face. So.
Yeah. You got the hang dog eyes. But mostly I just meant that, like, this message is like, we're reading this every fucking day.
Yeah.
It's wearing to be to try to remember this is not directed at us. No, we're fine. We don't suck.
Well,
you know?
yeah. And no, it also disturbs me personally a little bit because I'm not able to get as worked up as I want to be about the things that are terrible in here sometimes.
Right.
Because we just finished talking about a fever dream of killing multitudes of people multiple different ways in the last chapter, right? Like that's fucking horrible.
The shock value is wearing off because there's so much that's shocking or tragic or horrendous that, like, if we got mad and worked up and yelled and hollered and just went off every single time, like we'd never.
It would get old probably, you know.
Right.
Like I mean, people would say, well, you can't get that angry about it all. I mean, like, why are you guys angry every single episode?
And I'm like,
well, because God's kind of a dick every single episode, guys.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he just is. He's terrible. He's fucking horrible.
It's like asking a person who's being abused by their spouse, why are you always so mad at that person? Like, well, you're right. Today, I didn't get punched in the eye. Today, I merely got called a worthless piece of shit. So you're right.
Yeah.
You know, comparatively speaking, I suppose I should be happy and grateful, ? Like, that's what this feels like. It feels like it's trying to wear you down so that you accept abuse.
Well, I mean, I think ultimately that's part of it. You're supposed to fear and grovel before God and worship him and without question. And, you know, there is definitely an element of being subservient and beneath God, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, even in the wording they use by calling them son of man and things like that.
Right.
And
which literally does translate to mere human.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is about subservience to God, right? And just accepting your role and being less than. And it's just a terrible fucking message.
Right.
It's a terrible message, even just at the highest levels of it with regard to how you should view your self-worth.
Well, that mixes with the fact that you're supposed to accept that you are, quote unquote, born a sinner. You know, you come into this world not deserving. You are already a piece of shit even before you've taken your first breath.
I rail against that concept. I mean, that is that's not okay.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Like, we all have a chance in this life to be the best person that we can be. And you know, to have grace, if you will, like to steal a religious word, but to use it, I think, more effectively to extend grace to ourselves and to each other. Right.
Yeah, I agree. Well, so that was Ezekiel chapter 15.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that tomorrow is Saturday, and we will be back with
Q&A Saturday.
And then on Sunday, we'll be doing a
Patreon.
And then I will get the weekly wrap-up out, and we will be back on Monday with
Ezekiel Chapter 16.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.